It's chilly out here at the VoskCoin mining farm, but there's some really exciting news. So we got the Jasminer X16-P Ethereum Classic ASIC miner, and it can do a bit more than just mine ETC. It's hard to appreciate how quiet this thing is because there's a couple loud miners, particularly in the Caspa mining corner, even though there's another Jasminer up there. But this thing is big, it's powerful, it's very profitable. Both of these miners combined are consuming about 3,100 watts. Keep in mind, right next to it is the Jasminer X5, a very low power consumption ASIC mining unit. You can check out this cool flashy thing over here, MeterBox VoskCoin edition, and it'll give you a readout. I still do need to investigate why this circuit in particular, we just ran this past weekend, is reading a bit low at 239 volts. Normally my voltage comes in around 240, 241, 242, as you can see on this outlet. My initial impressions have been very good of this device. I've been mining with a couple days for it. Can I just say thank you, Jasminer, for taking 5 seconds to do any sort of branding to your device. So I've also had the X16Q running up here for quite a while. This thing's been performing great, and it's very quiet, which you cannot appreciate because this KS3M Caspa miner it's loud and annoying. You know, let's just call it like it is. These other miners, KS1, KS0, KS0 Pro, are all pretty quiet up there. The Jasminer X16P is very profitable, very efficient, and pretty quiet for what it is. This is, on paper, before you see the price, one of the most interesting and lucrative mining rigs you could pick up this year to earn passive income, as they say. Mining crypto, making money while you sleep. It's so easy, isn't it? You gotta spend a lot of time on this stuff. Just to put this into perspective, this is mining in a garage with no airflow, no insulation. It's about 30 degrees outside, and all these devices are keeping it at about 70. I've also got a bunch of miners mining in the RV garage over there, and I also have miners running upstairs as well. So let's jump behind the screen, look at the specs, look at the real world mining performance, the mining data, how many coins are we mining, how many dollars does that equate to, and how much does this thing cost? And where do we get it from anyway?
My name's Vosk, and you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel.
What's up? I'm Vosk. Again, hello, hey, hi. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy this content and you subscribe and stick around. So I'm building my own mining farm, and I make videos along the way, and I do all kinds of stuff in crypto. Basically, the point is kind of like getting your money working for you, deploying your capital. I'm chasing financial freedom myself and just kind of documenting the process, right? So huge shout out to jinglemining for getting us the Jasminer X16P. They have a big relationship with Jasminer there. So this is the miner. We'll get to the price, but let's talk about the device first. Per Jasminer/jinglemining, 6-month warranty on the device. As far as ASIC mining goes, it's pretty good actually. Coin supported, ETC plus ZIL, ETH plus ZIL, ETHW plus ZIL, ETF, ETP, and a few other cryptocurrencies you can pursue if you want. The main thing here is it can mine the ETH hash and ETC hash mining algorithms. It's got 8 gigabytes of onboard RAM. This is important for the way that these DAG files with these ETH hash mining algorithms work. We look at the hash rate, it's supposed to mine at about 5,800 mega hash a second. It is only supposed to consume about 1,900 watts. This is a very powerful, this is a very efficient, and this is a very dense miner. This is very similar to the Jasminer X16Q when we look at the performance, when we look at the efficiency, right? About 2,000 mega hash a second at 620 watts. So it's essentially 3 of these. You're buying density with this device. And with the recent uptick in Ethereum Classic price, they've become much more interesting mining rigs. So I've had this miner for a couple days now. It's been performing great. You will notice that it had downtime the first day, right? So we see it starts mining here. It doesn't get the full hash rate that day because we were adding some circuits to the VoskCoin mining farm. This was its first full day of uninterrupted mining. It mined this much ETC. So what is 0.66 ETC worth? First, get this gosh dang light theme out of here. Second, let's punch in ETC. Ethereum Classic is a big cryptocurrency whether people love it or hate it. It's the 25th biggest cryptocurrency when ranked by market cap, coming in at about $4 billion right now. 0.668 ETC equates to about $18 of Ethereum Classic. When we look at emission, Ethereum Classic per mining pool stat stream has the fourth highest emission out of all cryptocurrencies that they're tracking here at about $450,000. That's a lot. I mean, it's top 5. And Chia is going to experience a halving here that is going to kick them down from number 5, if nothing changed, all the way down to barely in the top 10, which is something I'm personally stressing about with the hard drive mining farm. So the performance has been good. The earnings are high. That power consumption is not very high, and we'll break down what it actually costs to run here shortly. Let's log into the device. I've remoted into the mining farm, and I've already accessed the device. So the default login and password is right here on screen. They're very easy to get into. Now the dashboard is simple. It's a little bit of branding in the color. I like that it looks different. As opposed to a lot of the other miners that kind of you see over and over and over again as a mining farm operator. You can see the uptime here since it's been last restarted is about 2 full days. It has an Ethernet connection. We can look at the temperature here in Celsius. I wish I could switch it to Fahrenheit because I'm an American pleb. And we see a hash rate chart down here. The average hash rate that it reports is about 6,000 megahash a second. It's got a very low reject rate. I'm happy with this, 0.07%. We can see the other information down here. I'm mining on F2 pools, my mining pool as you saw earlier. And I mean, it's good, it's fine. My performance is satisfactory. Looking at the settings and then miner, you can input your mining pool information. Go mine wherever you want, I don't care. And this is where I'm mining. A key thing here is you can change from get work to stratum v1.0, but even a more interesting key thing here is you can select ETH hash or the Ethereum Classic mining algorithm or ETC plus ZIL. You get further customization options between efficiency, balance, performance, and performance is ultra. So as you go up into performance and performance is ultra, you're going to have higher electrical consumption. Your hash rate per watt, right, will decrease. So you may be mining more coin, but you're going to be spending more on electricity. It's kind of like going from an economical vehicle with good gas mileage to a faster vehicle that's probably a lot more fun and sounds way cooler, but is a gas guzzler. Instead of harnessing fun, you harness more coin at an expense, much like the sports car. And you can even take a step towards even more efficiency from this balance mode. I'm currently only running the balance mode. It's the only mode I have tried and tested so far. Some of my older jazz miners have not been great performers on year 2 and 3, and I ran them in the higher performance settings, basically overclocked. So I am not too keen to go to the higher settings on this device if that means that it will no longer run in a couple years. This is a highly efficient device. It is the best in class miner for Ethereum Classic. So I want this to last for years. And with the price point, I'm probably gonna need it to. So it cost me about $4.56 a day to run. I'm also not mining as many coins as I'm reportedly supposed to be. AMV reports that I should be mining about $19.50 per day, which means that I'll be putting $15 into my pocket. But I'm about, $1.50, $2 under that performance metric. And this is based on the balance setting, which is 5,800 gigahash a second at a power consumption of 1,900 watts. So let's take this stuff at, real world mining profitability. 17.8 minus 4.5, 13. And let's take off 30 cents to contribute to the infrastructure, right? If you're running fans to move air, or this creates a negative sap on your AC. That's not really an issue right now, but that will be an issue in the future when I need to put this into the pod or another mining solution. So, 13 bucks, I wish. 13 bucks is how much I'm earning here. 365. So after my electricity bill, if nothing changed over the next year, I would mine about $4,745. So basically, I will break even in 2 years after I pay my electricity bill if nothing else changed. But there's something you need to know about. It's called the Ethereum Classic Halving, and it's next month. Okay, so this is critical information, but here's what some people don't understand if they don't take the time to research this. It's referred to as the halving. It's a reward reduction. It's about 20% of the block reward. So it's not devastating, but it's not good news. It decreases the amount of Ethereum mined per block, Ethereum Classic, from 2.56 ETC down to 2.048 ETC. I'll still be by far in the green. If we take my current figures, right, of 13 times 0.80, I'm going to be down to 10.4. And then we go, over the next year, I'll pull about $4,000. And then I'll still be under my break-even point after my electricity bill. And by the way, my electricity bill is 10 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm working to get that rate down and then also start generating my own electricity with solar panels. And another day, another project for me. Bottom line is, point here being is that over the next 2 years, if nothing changed and ETC doesn't pump, I'm still gonna not even break even. And that's the Achilles heel to these machines. These are best-in-class miners with high efficiency, low noise, low power consumption. I mean, it would be easy to deploy a lot of these. And I think that some people should really reframe how they go about their mining farm deployments, because especially smaller scale miners, residential plus miners, whatever that category is, kind of sounds cool, right? You drop a mining shed in your yard. What should you really go after? Honestly, probably density, probably efficiency, probably deploying more expensive miners, even if you're deploying less, because if you've only got, a couple hundred amps or several hundred amps of mining farm capacity, you could fill it up quick with Bitcoin miners. But you go to another miner like this, it could be a different story. The other miner that you saw when we talked about earlier, right, is the X16Q. Very similar performance to this thing. So this miner, the Q literally stands for quiet, and it truly is quiet. This is a great solution and a better alternative for most people than the X16P. For me, the X16P is actually the better option. But if you could stick this thing in your basement, in your garage, it's quiet. My X16Q, I'm actually planning to move to my garage. Next one. Because I've got some other miners in there right now, among other devices. Or do a custom cooling option. But basically, I want really quiet miners in my garage, and I hopefully want them to still be profitable as well in the winter months, so I get free heat in my garage. It's incredible. It makes a big difference. I truly enjoy it. I work on cars. I work on firearms, and I'm always wrapped up in some kind of project. So having a warm garage, and with we got all set up now, nice workbench. I'm thrilled to spend some time in there. Just broke in the lift last weekend, so just an old Cobra was overdue for an oil change. Not on mileage, sadly, just length of time. Jingle mining has always been great to work with, and they've gotten us miners quick and given us incredible opportunities to review multiple jazz miners. So please consider supporting them and the VoskCoin YouTube channel by using our link in the video description below, and even more so, support yourself by punching the code VoskCoin in to save some coin. So all in all, this miner is great. I mean, it's just, if they could sell this thing cheaper, it would be probably one of my favorite miners, like in the current market, because Ethereum Classic's not going anywhere. They're committed to mining and proof of work and all that stuff, so that's cool. Then in addition to that, they have a cool new project that's popping up in their ecosystem called ETC MC that supports Ethereum Classic end themselves with their own token, and we've got some nodes of those deployed in, forget the hard drive mining shed, it's now DIY data center. So we've got some of those in, working on a video for that, but my initial impressions are it's pretty cool, it's pretty easy, it's pretty fun. I dig it. And stuff like that can be like a boon for a project. It's interesting engagement. So I'm very curious to see, where that goes. And some people don't realize you can just add the Ethereum Classic network, right, to your MetaMask, and you could mine to your MetaMask, right? Be the custodian of your coins, please. It's really painful, trust me, if you're not. But bringing it back to the miner, right? I mean, the miner initial impressions, great, good performance, very profitable, earns much more than it burns. Yeah, the halving coming up, that sucks. It's really the Fifthening, they call it Fifthening, 20% reward reduction. So that's not good. But the device, if you can stomach the price or you can really get behind ETC, then this is a great option. But a lot of people will look at that price and they'll think, well, I should just buy a Caspa miner. And you can buy a Caspa miner, and Caspa mining is very profitable right now. But Caspa mining will be much less profitable, most likely in the future, due to the very aggressive block reward reductions that happen monthly in Caspa, not every 4 years, monthly. So just some stuff to think about, but personally, this is exactly what I thought it would be, the X16-P, in a good way. It's good, I'm happy, and this is a miner I expect to run and hope to run for a very long time on the VoskCoin mining farm. I hope that this holds up great for years, because I need it to. And I hope that you stick around for years by subscribing to the VoskCoin YouTube channel, if for no other reason than because we run 10 seconds of tails on every video. I got this cutie pup in my office. She loves the snow, and she'd love for you to subscribe. So as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.